Good evening, Woke fam. It's Scott here from Woke Societies. How's everyone doing tonight? How's everyone doing? If you guys don't remember, this song here was originally my opener when I first started Woke Societies. We come full circle tonight. How's everyone doing? Good evening, everybody. This is Scott here from Woke Societies. In with the spooky vibes tonight. Fits perfectly with the October theme of Halloween. And you guys are going to be seeing this throughout the month. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight, as I always do. Like, share, comment, tell your friends and family we are the news now. Let everyone know that Woke Societies exist. We're here to get the real news, the real red pill news, and all that good stuff. Beautiful to see so many people from all over the world. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're going to be laughing a lot. We're going to be bashing the mainstream media. The complete meltdown, especially of CNN. We're going to be seeing Brian Stelter shit the bed. We're going to be seeing Chris Cuomo shit the bed. We're going to be seeing so many people lose their minds that Trump is safe and healthy back in the White House. He's already back to work. Great stuff. Give me a 5-5 in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a 5-5. Let me know that you can hear me good. We're already at 650 people in the chat, and we're just getting started. Beautiful. Let me know where you all at. We got people from all across the world. I love it. I love it. So yeah, we're going to be talking about the mainstream media meltdown today in response to Trump's victory over COVID. Which, by the way, isn't it crazy that the man beat COVID in 2 or 3 days? Why are we in lockdown still? Why are we in lockdown still? Question I want to ask. We're going to get into all that. We're going to get into Declass tonight. We have proof now, straight up proof, that Brennan went in and told Obama about what was going on with Hillary Clinton with setting Trump up with the Russia collusion. It's all out. It's all out here now. It's all out here. But first, let's get to our sponsor for the stream tonight, as I always love to do. And my magazine is not here, but that's okay. That's okay, guys. The magazine on below, you can see it right here, is Flip City Magazine. They are a comedy magazine made by two beautiful people out in California. And you guys are going to see right here, right now, an excerpt of the new issue coming out any day now. Coming out any day. I think it was scheduled to come out in the middle of the month. We have Ruled by Ghouls. We got the Halloween theme here. And as you guys can see, first up on the left is, we call her, this is Lori Lightfoot. She is the disgusting governor of Chicago. And it's just really, really funny stuff. We're talking about, behold, California Governor Gavin Newsom. And hear the tale of New York's Governor Andrew Cuomo and Mayor Bill Ted Badzio. Really funny stuff. So you guys are going to be able to see right here what you're going to get when you subscribe. And when you say, Scott, how much is a subscription for this magazine made by these patriots out in California that pour their blood, sweat, and tears into it? Well, when you go over to flipcitymag.com, you're going to see their excerpts here. You can even come and check out some of the stories in their magazine to get your feet wet to really see a picture of what you're going to be getting. So when you click on the subscription link, it'll bring you to their price page. And ladies and gentlemen, it's going to, let's see here, there it is. It is $30. $30 for a full year subscription. You get 6 issues for the year. The price is fantastic, and it's not even breaking the bank. Not even breaking the bank, and you can get single issues, but guys, I'm telling you right now, the full year subscription is worth all the money. Go there, check it out, and they even sell international, so everybody in the entire world can laugh at the people that we laugh at here on this channel all the time. And to give you guys a heads up too, the mod's already putting it out in the chat. When you use 10% off, when you use the code WOKE, you get 10% off tonight. It's in the description below. Go use the code WOKE, 10% off. It's gonna get you that nice discount off the price of the magazine. So go check them out. Flip City Mag, America's Last Laugh. So, as everyone comes in, give someone just a couple more minutes for everyone to come in here. We're at 1,000 viewers already, which is great. Let's dive into some of the stories here. So if you guys didn't see, RBG was found. The first version of her was found in Egypt. And look, it looked like they unveiled her mask here. Look at this. So yes, there is a lot going on right now. Q loves to drop during the show. We're gonna get into those as much as I can towards the end of the show. But yes, Egyptian mummies were recently discovered and being opened for the first time in 2,500 years. I guess masks do work, ladies and gentlemen. I guess they do work for mummies. Very interesting. And if you guys didn't hear, besides the murder hornets, the sniper monkeys, we got super pigs. Super pigs uprising. America has a major feral pig problem, including hybrid, vigor, super pigs. You can't make this stuff up. Cannot make this stuff up. It's really funny. And for all my people out in California, I'm from New York. I feel your guys' pain. These draconian lockdowns are killing us. New York City is about to lock up 9 more zip codes, closing down schools. They're even kicking out Jewish people from worshiping now. There's a video out there tonight. But Gavin Newsom here, he's doubling down. Crazed tyrant Gavin Newsom tells family members to wear masks in between bites of food when dining out. This isn't a joke. This is very real. Going out to eat with members of your household this weekend, don't forget to keep your mask on in between bites. Do your part to close those around, to keep those around you healthy. This is real. And they expect you every time you touch your mask to pull it off so you can take a bite. They want you to go wash your hands too. This is real news. You can't make this stuff up. What else do I got? What else do I got? That's what I'm saying. I feel bad for you guys out there in California. I am sorry. I am sorry. Newsweek. Netflix indicted in Texas over Cuties movies parent interest in sex. Yes. Somebody in Texas is going after the film Netflix for putting out Cuties. This is great. Representative Matt Schaefer shared the indictment Tuesday on Twitter. Netflix Incorporated indicted by grand jury in Tyler Company. Thanks for promoting material in Cuties film, which depicts lewd exhibition of pubic area of a clothed or partially clothed child. Good for you, Matt Schaefer. We are all behind this. We are all behind this. These people are disgusting. Who approved that crap on Netflix is what I would love to know. And don't forget, Obama and Michelle Obama, they all own a huge stake in Netflix. Keep that in the back of your mind. And if it wasn't worse enough, ladies and gentlemen, you know how we got banned in the House last week? We got condemned. Our movement got condemned. MSNBC, NBC News here. Breaking. Facebook bans QAnon across its platforms. Good for you guys. I'm glad you think banning us on Facebook is going to stop what is coming. It's not. It's definitely not. All right. I just wanted to shoot through some of those stories with everybody here. We're already at 1,400 people in the chat, which is fantastic, and it's just going to go up. So where I want to start off tonight, I really want to start off with the absolute vitriol and hate. Everyone knew what was going on with Trump as far as him getting COVID. A lot of his staff got COVID. Kayla McKinney tested positive for it. She was quarantined. She put out a statement that she's doing just fine. She has minor symptoms. She's going to be fine. The Trump staff's going to be fine. It was just odd to me that it was so suspicious that a lot of the Republicans and the White House staff and the White House press all got it, but none of the Democrats did. And it's supposedly linking back to when the debates happened. Very sketchy stuff. Very sketchy. So we're going to talk about all this tonight and get into that. But I want to play this meme here that completely encapsulated what I saw over the weekend and yesterday and even today. The absolute breakdown today, because we're going to laugh a lot today. There's a lot of heavy stuff, I believe, coming the rest of the week. We already got some Declass, which we're going to dive into. And we're going to look at some of those drops that just came in. Going to see what they're all about. So what I want to show you guys today, most of you maybe probably already saw this, but to me, it's so funny. I laugh at it every time. So I'm going to play this meme here, and I'll see you guys on the other side of the intro. Take a watch.
him for the inaugural address. What a great honor
to be able to introduce for the first time ever anywhere.
Donald Trump is back, baby.
Thanks for tuning in to the land of the real. But it's like the Twilight Zone, the plan is surreal. It'll blow your mind when the plan is revealed. Bring it all to light, all the plans they conceal. Grab your flashlight, it's time to go down the rabbit hole. It's dark and hell is hot, dealing with satanic souls. The tide is turning, patriots are now in control. Apply aggressive pressure right now until they fold. Stay woke, open up your eyes and keep them peeled. All they do is lie, realize not everything is real. Through Project Looking Glass, the future is revealed. Future proves past, but there won't be any deals. Woke society's fam, you know it's time to go. Grab your popcorn, sit back now, enjoy the show. Severe and non on the mic, so come on, enjoy the flow. The wave is rising and you know it's only gonna grow.
Beautiful. All right, guys. Again, thank you for coming here tonight. We're gonna have a great time tonight. It's gonna be awesome. Like, share, comment, tell everyone we're the news now. Get the channel out there because YouTube certainly isn't. Okay. So Trump made his huge moment with when he got the COVID. And what am I talking about? Trump went into his SUV with Secret Service and decided at the hospital at Walter Reed he was going to do a drive-by and thank everybody for the support, because there was literally patriots out there supporting Donald Trump the last 2 or 3 days that he was at the hospital. And then it was announced that Trump was going to be coming back to the White House. He was looking good. His vitals were fine. And it was nothing but absolute mayhem and chaos from the mainstream media. And this is where we're going to start off tonight. I was watching this happen in real time, especially on Twitter, the reaction to it and the left's reaction to it. And you guys will not be surprised. So first up here with Anon Cat says, breaking video. Trump salutes Marine One after taking his mask off. And MSNBC calling it a Mussolini moment. CNN calling it something out of North Korea. Watch this.
People around him and that he put their lives at risk. And we haven't heard one iota of humility, sorrow, or even the faintest hint that he now understands what millions of Americans do and that he will work to protect them. You heard none of that.
This is a Mussolini moment. Donald Trump, who looks like he has makeup on, which means somebody had to get close enough to make up his face with his favorite orange patina. He's standing there as if he is, a member of the old Russian Tsar family. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I guess it's his sort of
Mussolini moment. This is the first thing that I heard when I was watching some of the news come up. Mussolini moment, because the man went over to the balcony, saluted the military like he always does, and this is the rhetoric that we're getting here. Mussolini moment, something out of North Korea, Russian Tsar. It's so pathetic and putting people in danger. That was the biggest thing that I was seeing from the mainstream media, that Trump is putting people literally in danger, especially when he did his drive-by at the Walter Reed when he was showing support for all the people. I don't think the mainstream media realizes, they do, but Secret Service is always with Trump at all times. So what is the point that they're trying to get to? Whose lives is he putting in danger? He's saying his makeup artist. Really? His makeup artist. This is truly what they're talking about. But I promise you, it gets better. Chris Cuomo. I don't even know how this guy has a job. I don't know how he sleeps at night. I really don't. I don't know if he's a closet Trump supporter and he just likes the paycheck from CNN. And we're gonna get into Brian Stelter too. But if you guys didn't catch this from Chris Cuomo, he had an absolute breakdown on the air last night. Take a watch and listen to this.
One time with no mask tonight. He had his video crew capture that stupid scene again so he could put out propaganda, fronting a lie to his people. Once again, just like don't worry about the mask. Now he says don't worry about COVID. Don't let it control your life. It's just propaganda. That's all it is.
All right, here it is. The official re-entry from the basement. Cleared by CDC, a little sweaty, just worked out, happens. This is what I've been dreaming of, literally for weeks.
Just one time with no mask.
You guys remember Chris Cuomo here when he was supposedly he got tested positive and he was in the basement of his room, but it was massively reported that he was out and about and he even had an altercation with a biker supposedly while he was out working out, doing whatever he was doing. But remember how he just said here, propaganda, he's out here doing it for propaganda, and CNN literally walked into his house, filmed his triumphant return from the basement, and he goes, "Oh, to my wife, this is what I've been waiting to do for weeks," and he gives his wife a hug and kiss. This is the man that's saying Trump is promoting propaganda by showing the president of the United States being a leader, coming out on the balcony and saluting Air Force One and standing there like a true leader, a strong leader, and then he takes his mask off. And when he took the mask off, everyone lost their minds. And I'm telling you, you want to talk about conspiracy theories. The media now is pushing more conspiracy theories out more than the crazy people that are on Twitter, that are in our movement, that push some of the craziest theories with no sauce whatsoever. They are getting worse. The mainstream media is already on that top level of propaganda. And this is what I'm talking about here. Again, from Chris Cuomo, going absolutely insane over Trump's reaction to taking off his mask.
I am Chris Cuomo. Welcome to prime time, but more accurately, just welcome to the land of confusion. Is there anything more to say? Really? Do any of you not get what's happening? I know you go to your respective partisan corners, especially at this time of night, for succor, S-U-C-C-O-R, not S-U-C-K-E-R. I don't judge. Tell me why I'm right to hate him. Tell me why I'm right to love him. Does anybody really need to tell you anything? There he is, hair blown majestically, reshooting the scene for his own ad. I hold rallies, and I tell you to ignore masks, and I rip mine off as I vanquish the virus because I am a leader. Fear not, COVID. What a bunch of bullshit. Going back to the White House, if you want to know the reality, the truth, okay? The virus is the truth. The virus doesn't care about left and right. The virus does what's reasonable.
He goes on, ladies and gentlemen, he goes on for another 4 minutes after that. Another 4 minutes. And I'm surprised. I didn't know. I mean, I haven't watched cable in so long. I didn't know you were allowed to say the word shit on air. But maybe because it's talking about Trump, the network's just like, let it through. It's about Trump. Yeah, you can curse about Trump. That's fine. It's just crazy. Hair blown majestically. Do you think they had an aide, a Trump staffer aide with one of those fans with the water, blowing a fan so his hair would blow in the air just to piss everyone else off? Maybe he would, because that's something Trump would do as far as trolling. But my God, what a bunch of miserable people. And to top it off tonight, with Brian Stelter, they are literally saying, the media was saying that there were Russian agents inside the hospital helping Trump, and this entire thing, Trump getting COVID, was a lie. I am not joking. This is real life. Listen to the man, 16-second clip. It ain't gonna kill you. Listen to this.
They're covering a possible cover-up about the health of the President of the United States. A possible cover-up that's being led by the president from his hospital room because he is so sensitive about being perceived as weak. Well, real strength begins with telling the truth.
Oh my God, I can't. When I was setting the show up, I'm like, I have to get this out there. This stuff is too funny. I really believe Chris Cuomo and Brian Stelter are closet Trump fans, and they are getting paid the best money they possibly can because the content from Trump is always going to be flowing. The only reason why the mainstream media is even relevant now today is because of Trump. Let's be honest here. But this is what we were talking about. And you want to go crazy with stories and people just taking it, and there's no verified sources. The mainstream media is all about anonymous sources now. That's all it is. We saw it with the press pool when Trump very first went to the Walter Reed. They got some random anonymous email saying Trump's oxygen levels were terrible, his vitals were terrible, he was in really bad condition, and they were literally saying all of a sudden all of a sudden the doctors for Trump are liars. Now we are going against doctors when this entire time it's been nothing but trust science, trust the doctors for the COVID crisis. This is what we've been seeing. And the fake outrage as well for the Secret Service. When the hell did the Democrats ever give a shit about law enforcement, aka Secret Service, in this case with Trump being in the same SUV? The hypocrisy is mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. And here we are 4 years almost from the Russia hoax till now. We're still talking about Russia. And look at this. This is from Zero Hedge. Harvard CNN analyst claims Russian agents were inside Walter Reed Hospital with Trump. Putin sent Russian agents to hang out with Trump inside the hospital. Isn't that crazy? A Harvard professor has claimed, without providing a single shred of evidence, that Russian intelligence agents were able to gain access to Walter Reed Hospital, where President Trump recovered from coronavirus over this weekend. This is real. People think this actually happened, and Juliet Cam here is the one that was pushing the story. She said, who was a regular CNN analyst, declared that it is very likely that Russian spies were there to gather information about Trump's condition. And Cam, a senior lecturer in international security at Harvard Kennedy School of Government, tweeted out that the bizarre proclamation along with hashtag doctors lie too. And this is the tweet. These are the tweets that she was putting out here. It is likely that Russian intelligence agencies, through signal and human intel sources at Walter Reed, have more information about the president's condition than we do. Yup. And she was pissed off that Stephen Miller said, CNN analyst taking a shot at her, says, what part of this don't you believe? That Trump team is lax on security and vulnerable, or that Russia isn't interested in Trump's health leading to election they are interfering in? I'm sure Trump's Secret Service is so lax that 2 Russian agents were able to sneak into the hospital, get in front of Trump or find his doctors, coerce them into feeding them the real diagnosis of Trump, and then rush back out of the hospital, get a plane back to Russia, and report back to Putin. Are you joking me? Are you joking me? And it even got to the point where they said Trump is faking this because he is afraid of debating Biden again and he's going to lose the election. So he's pulling the COVID card to gain sympathy points with the country. This is what I was seeing, ladies and gentlemen. This is how sick. This is how sick these people are. I don't know how these people have families. I don't know how they have boyfriends or girlfriends. I don't know how you live in this fake world, because I was there. I was there, and I am so glad I came to my senses and started thinking for myself, because my Lord, I used to believe this stuff. Maybe some of you did out there too. It's absolutely crazy, but it gets even nuts, even more crazy. Ben Tracy here just yesterday says, I felt safer reporting in North Korea than I currently do reporting at the White House. This is just crazy. Yes, Ben, please go to North Korea. Go out to North Korea and say whatever you want. Free speech it out. And let's see how far you get in North Korea if you say anything out of line in that police state. Please. He felt safer reporting in North Korea than he did in the White House. And he's like, this is in regards to COVID. Just in regards to COVID. But you guys want to know the truth about all this? You want to know why the media is completely irate about all this right now more than anything? They're pissed off that Trump has completely turned the narrative of this COVID crisis upside down. Don't forget, Trump is 74 years old. Remember the people that were getting not targeted, but the people that were at more risk of dying were in their 60s, 70s, 80s, the upper age range. People that had more underlying health conditions. He's 74 years old. And yes, he does have access to the best medications and doctors out there. Besides that, the man was still working. You saw the pictures. He was working. He was actually working on Declass, which we're going to get to in a moment, telling Ratcliffe to get it out there. This is a presidential order now. I don't care what the agencies are saying. Get it out there. Get the D-class out. And it was. And it happened today. It happened today. But he's 74 years old. In 2 days, 2 or 3 days, he is back at the White House, takes his mask off, and he's totally fine. And really, it's not about the balcony gesture. It's not about him saluting to Marine One. It's not about any of that stuff. His hair blowing in the wind. It's not about that. It's about this. Sean Davis says the completely insane media reaction to everything Trump has done post-coronavirus diagnosis makes sense when you realize that what they're really outraged about is that he's alive. And how sad is that? How sad is that? And it's truth. Sean Davis has said exactly what everyone's thinking. The media wanted Trump in a stretcher on an oxygen tank. They wanted the whole thing. That's what they wanted because it gets clicks, it gets views, and these people genuinely hate him and hate the people that support him. That's what it came down to. That's where all this outrage came from. There is nothing else besides that. It cuts right to the matter. That's exactly what it was. And there was a video that was put out yesterday that was, to me, it might have won him. It might have won in the election. And that might be really crazy to say, but I don't say that lightly. And when you're about to see this video, you're going to see why. It was very powerful for Trump to do this. And this is exactly why I think Trump getting COVID is going to end up working in his favor for the long run, especially in this election. You guys are going to watch this video because it's super powerful. And James Woods is the one that tweeted this one. Ronald Reagan got back to work with days after being shot. Donald Trump gets back to work after contracting a deadly virus. Joe Biden closes the lid at 9 a.m. and scuttles back to his basement after sleeping 10 hours. Listen to this, guys. This is exactly why I love this man, our president.
I just left Walter Reed Medical Center, and it's really something very special. The doctors, the nurses, the first responders, and I learned so much about coronavirus. And one thing that's for certain, don't let it dominate you. Don't be afraid of it. You're going to beat it. We have the best medical equipment. We have the best medicines, all developed recently. And you're going to beat it. I didn't feel so good. And 2 days ago, I could have left 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I felt great, like better than I have in a long time. I said just recently, better than 20 years ago. Don't let it dominate. Don't let it take over your lives. Don't let that happen. We have the greatest country in the world. We're going back to work. We're going to be out front. As your leader, I had to do that. I knew there's danger to it, but I had to do it. I stood out front. I led. Nobody that's a leader would not do what I did. And I know there's a risk, there's a danger, but that's okay. And now I'm better, and maybe I'm immune. I don't know. But don't let it dominate your lives. Get out there. Be careful. We have the best medicines in the world, and it all happened very shortly, and they're all getting approved, and the vaccines are coming momentarily. Thank you very much. And Walter Reed, what a group of people. Thank you very much.
That, to me, ladies and gentlemen, right there, shows me a man that has not been at all affected by this. He was a little under the weather for a couple of days. Does that sound to you like a man that's sick, that's been plagued by this terrible virus? That man is a leader. That man is standing up there with no muzzle on his face, letting everyone know that he is fine. He has felt better than ever in the last 20 years. He feels fantastic. You know what this does, ladies and gentlemen? What this does is this humanizes Trump. It brings him back down to that human level. He has gone through what has been dominating headlines probably since January of this year. The terrible COVID-19 pandemic. Our president got it, and he's come out of it in 2 days, and he says, don't let this dominate your life. Looking at everyone in that camera, do not let this dominate you. Do not let the fear dominate you. I can get through this. I know what it's like now. I am here with thousands of you. I know what it's like. The media can no longer go after Trump and say, you don't know what this is like. How can you sit there and say this isn't a big deal and all this other crap that the media is saying? You don't know what you're talking about. Trump can now look at these people and say, I have gone through it myself. You cannot sit there and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. This completely levels the playing field with this entire narrative. And more than anything, and this is the biggest reason why I think Trump won the last debate with Biden, was Trump wants to open the country versus Biden wants to keep a national mask mandate and continue to close the country. What looks better to you, ladies and gentlemen, minus all the BS? If you were to look at both candidates right now, showed up to 2020, being in a lockdown like this, going for the president who wants to end and open the country back up, or somebody that's sitting there saying we're going to continue to listen to the science on the situation when the man himself right here, Trump, has gone through it And look at him come out on top in 2 days. Man in his 70s, man never stops working. And he thanks the Walter Reed staff right at the end of the video to give them a kudos. I'm telling you. When on, what was it, Friday? It was Friday or Saturday, we got news that Trump got COVID. And it was like, oh, this pit in my stomach. The media's going to have a field day with this. Can anything good come from this? And what does Trump do against all odds? He turns a terrible situation into something that is ultimately going to benefit him, like he always does. 5D chess, people. He is a master at it, and he's going to turn this around. And he just said he's going to lead the front for this country and the rest of the world to fight this pandemic until it's nothing. And we all have a good feeling when this whole entire narrative is going to end, which is going to be right around after the election's over. We all know it. It's coming. Just hang in there a little bit longer. Just hang in there, everybody. We're going to get through this together. And what better than this man here to lead the charge, right? But the best part about all this is, again, even Trump's staff was echoing what I just said as far as this is going to humanize him. This is ultimately going to help him. We have a guy here, Hogan Gidley, talking about exactly what I was just talking about, saying President Trump has learned so much about this virus, having now gone through it, sharing the experiences of so many. Let's listen to what he's got to say.
The president himself, in the videos he released, being very transparent, letting the American people into his hospital room, in essence, even talked about the fact that he has learned so much about this virus, having now gone through it, sharing the experiences of so many people in this country now. He understands what the fights are that people have gone through. He understands now more about the medicine, more about the information, and that makes total sense. Anybody who experiences something directly has a different level of understanding about that experience. And so the president's no different. He literally stared down coronavirus. It looks like he's on the back end of it. The two best words I've ever heard Doc Conley say, he's back. The president...
He's back. He's back. And that should be great news for everybody. Should be great news for everybody. The one man we were all fearful of him catching a virus, especially at his age, was Trump. I thought for the longest time this was something that was going to ultimately get a hold of him. I never said this on air before tonight, but I always had that fear that something was going to get planted. He was going to get this virus. And right around, we're here in early October, he catches the virus. Immediately my mind goes to worst case scenario. And what happens? He kicks it in 2 days. And the biggest question that I would have to ask after seeing Trump get through this in 2 days is, why is the country still locked down? Open it up. Open it up. We are all adults here. We can follow the mandate still. We can social distance still. There is no need to have businesses closed, schools closed. There's no need for it anymore. We've all seen through this. New York City right now is going and planning on locking down another 9 zip codes, restaurants, schools. And I just said before, they're even going after the Jewish people, going after them for celebrating religious events. There's videos of it right now. You can go on Twitter of people pushing back Jewish people into the streets, back into their homes because of de Blasio. And Cuomo is right. They're right on top of each other, working hand in hand. Is that what you want? I want the man that's going to open this country back up, and he will do it. He's going to do it. Thank you, guys. Where were we at here? 8:35. Hit that like button for me. I think, let me check here real quick. We're at 2,600 people, and that number is going to keep going up. I would love to hit 3,000 viewers tonight. Share the crap out of this episode. Thank you, guys. Like, share, subscribe, turn that thumb blue. You guys are fantastic. And again, check out flipcitymag.com. Use the code WOKE for 10% off tonight. Thank you, guys, and thank you, mods. I see the chat is on fire tonight. You guys are fantastic. So what do I want to get into besides this tonight? I want to get into Declass and the people that are tying it up and the Declass that came out today. So first, I want to start off with this article here from the Federalist. Gina Haspel, and she's been mentioned many times by our favorite Anon in the drops. Intel sources, CIA Director Gina Haspel banking on Trump loss to keep Russiagate documents hidden. CIA Director Gina Haspel is personally blocking the declassification and release of key Russiagate documents in the hopes that President Donald Trump will lose his re-election bid, multiple senior U.S. officials told the Federalist. The officials said Haspel, who served under former CIA Director John Brennan, as a spy agency station chief in London in 2016 and 17, is concerned at the declassification and release of documents detailing what the CIA was doing during the 2016 election and the 2017 transition could embarrass the CIA and potentially even implicate Haspel herself. So more of this garbage of people protecting themselves, because why else are you holding up Declass? It doesn't make any sense. Haspel and FBI Director Christopher Wray, who we all seem to love, right? Both want Trump to lose because it's the only chance they have of keeping their jobs. One senior intelligence official told the Federalist they're banking on Biden winning and keeping them where they are. That's pretty eye-opening. The Federalist first reported last week that Haspel had emerged as the primary roadblock to declassification materials, showing that the U.S. intelligence community knew prior to the 2016 election that the allegations that Trump colluded with Russia were themselves the products of Russian disinformation. And we have talked about this before. We found out that there was notes that the spy that was used for Steele's dossier was a Russian spy that was vetted by the FBI in 2009, 2010, knew he was a Russian spy, and this is what the Democrats used as their quote-unquote source, right? But here we are with Haspel and Christopher Wray coming up in this article here talking about them blocking Declass. Now, people have said, I don't know if Wray is a white hat or not. At this point, you guys want my honest opinion? I don't think he is. I don't think he is, and I'm saying that because, especially when he comes to him talking about Antifa, he literally said not too long ago that they were an idea. They're not an organization. They're an idea. And we heard what Kayla McKinnon said, ideas don't burn down buildings, beat people, murder, violent. That's not ideas. Those are they're organizations, they're groups. But we were hearing for so long, the last week or two, from Grinnell, Ratcliffe, Trump himself, all the talking heads, even on Fox, have been just screaming, what is holding this up? And they've all been saying agencies, including the CIA, FBI, are being held up by specific people that have personal ties to this stuff. And the only reason why you'd be tying this up is if whatever is going to be released is going to embarrass you, get you fired, or ruin your career. And that's exactly what I'm seeing here. Exactly what I'm seeing here right now. And even Paul Sperry here on Twitter was the one tweeting about this as well. It says, hampering Durham's probe is a lack of cooperation among key FBI and other witnesses who are making the calculation that they can run out the clock until Biden can get elected and kill the whole Spygate investigation. This, to me, ladies and gentlemen, is why I keep saying to all of you, whether indictments come or not before the election, Trump getting reelected that's the prize. That's the prize we have to keep our eye on. Because if Trump doesn't win, all this stuff with Spygate is going to get swept under the rug and it's going to go away. And none of this stuff is going to get resolved the way we want it to. Yes, would I want indictments to come before the election? Absolutely. We need all the momentum we can get, right? We'll take it all. We'll take it all. But if Trump doesn't get reelected, nothing matters. Those indictments won't matter. None of that will matter. The establishment, the swamp, will go back in and save all their sorry asses and say, we got you. We got you. We knew the damage we were doing. They're going to come in and do damage control. That's exactly what they're going to do. But the video I'm going to show you right now was in a recent drop that was dropped maybe a couple of hours ago, talking about Christopher Wray, but specifically talking about the FBI in general that's holding up more documents. What am I talking about? Take a watch.
Well, so let me disagree a little bit with Chairman Graham, where he said he's very pleased with the production out of the FBI. I am not. Let me just give you one example. Here's a document we got from the General Services Administration. You can see that it's an email, and everything's presented except for the very bottom. They've redacted the mobile phone number of the person writing the email. Here's the exact same email we got from the FBI. You see something different here? Everything is redacted. And that, we're supposed to get thousands of pages from I had to finally subpoena the FBI. They are on their second extension. Everything is due by, I think, the 30th of September, and that's the kind of information we get. It's non-information. We have to fight over redacting the same documents that we get from other agencies. So I am not happy at all with the document production we've gotten out of Director Wray and the FBI. Not even close.
Not even close. And he name drops Ray right in there. And you see what he showed you, the document. He actually showed it up. They're on a second recall or something, or a second extension, which means they've been given more time to supplement these documents. And they keep holding it up. They keep holding it up. And when they actually send them through, you know what they get? They get a piece of paper with black lines all over it and literally almost nothing else to it. So when they're getting the documents that Ray is approving to go through, they're not showing anything. Oh, there's another drop. We'll get to those right at the end of the show. So this is what we're seeing here. This is what's being held up. Ray, in my mind, he's got to go. Any day now, we're going to get news that this guy's fired, because I don't see how else this can happen. And Paul Sperry here again saying, breaking, FBI Director Ray insisted to the IG redact footnote 334 in IG report, which revealed the FBI had previously investigated Steele dossier's primary subsource, Danchenko, as a suspected Russian spy. Danchenko unnamed in footnote, concealing note merely spared FBI added embarrassment. You have Director Ray here, who I just told you. Now we know the entire subsource from Russia, the Steele dossier, was based on a Russian spy. We know that now. The FBI was investigating this man for 2 years. Director Ray was the one that wanted that covered up. And that's out there now. Why is Ray so insistent on covering so many things up to save embarrassment for the organization that he is the head of? How did a lot of this stuff happen under his watch? What is he protecting? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. It's only a matter of time. And did you guys forget? You might have forgotten. A certain someone was supposed to testify in front of the Judiciary Committee today. It was supposed to be Andrew McCabe. And look at this. Catherine Harris said here from, where is this from? Yesterday. While McCabe declined to testify 10-6, citing COVID-19, he's afraid he might get COVID if he comes in, among some Judiciary Committee members, and declines to voluntarily testify via Zoom, as Comey did, former Deputy AG Yates have Lindsey Graham get subpoena power for witnesses in June. So McCabe here is, again, following that same playbook, the one we just described here, that we're going to run the clock out and bank that Trump loses, and all this goes away. Remember when Comey testified and we just got all that new Declass from the prior week, and then Graham went in with all that information and went after Comey, and he said he didn't recall anything, he couldn't remember anything as far as meetings, who was declassified on certain subjects as far as Hillary Clinton and the subsource, who he was, doesn't remember any of these conversations, right? This is what we're dealing with. And Andrew McCabe here is declining because he's afraid of the Rona, and he's too lazy he's not going to volunteer to do a Zoom meeting, which everyone's been using Zoom since this entire pandemic started. I wonder why. Well, I will tell you why. This broke today. This is the Declass that broke today from the Federalist. Top U.S. intelligence officials were so concerned heading into the 2016 election that the Russians were aware of and potentially manipulating Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton's plans to smear Donald Trump as a Russian agent that they personally briefed President Barack Obama on the matter, newly declassified CIA documents show. CIA officials also requested that the FBI investigate Russian knowledge of the Clinton campaign's collusion smear operation. So before we dive into this, what is this saying? Before, we all knew all these guys were working together. Brennan's evil. He was with Obama, Biden, all these people, right? All the Spygate actors. There is now proof, solid proof, notes were declassified from Brennan today that Obama was briefed on Hillary Clinton's actions and her smear campaign way ahead of time and knew it was happening, knowingly knew what was going on. We didn't have proof of that before. We didn't have solid proof of that just yet. It came out today. And all these people that have been... here we go again. I'm just going to close it out and I'll open it up later. All these people were saying, this didn't happen. Joe Biden didn't know any of this happened. We have no idea any of this happened. No idea. Comey can't remember anything. If you guys watched the testimony, could not remember a thing when it came to not one important question. The intelligence concerning Russia's knowledge of Clinton's campaign plans was so concerning to Brennan and other national security officials that they personally informed Obama of the matter in the Oval Office in the summer of 2016. So you literally have the CIA not knowing just yet what Hillary was doing. They stumble upon it, they dive into it, and they realize what she's doing. And it was so important because, remember, Ratcliffe's memo came out on this last week, and there was a little note saying that this could possibly be Russian disinformation. Will verify later on, which is right now. It was verified today by Brennan's notes, and now we know beyond a shadow of a doubt that it was so alarming that Brennan had to bring it up to Obama himself. And look what happened. Did Obama stop it? Went right along with it. According to the declassified notes, Brennan and the U.S. intelligence community knew months prior to the 2016 election that the collusion smear was the result of a campaign operation hatched by the campaign of Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton. Obama knew it. It was his party. And these are the notes. And I would have pulled up the notes, but Brennan's handwriting is garbage. You can't read it. So these were the original notes right here in the documents. And let me see. Yes, that was the original, the 3 documents here. Not only did the FBI refuse to investigate whether the Russians were using the Clinton campaign to interfere in the 2016 election, but Comey also claimed last week that he knew nothing whatsoever about the CIA investigative referral. And during the Senate Judiciary Committee hearing on the matter last week, Senator Lindsey Graham asked Comey point blank whether he remembered receiving a referral from the CIA personally addressed to him. Comey claimed that he had zero recollection of the CIA asking him to investigate whether the Clinton campaign was potentially compromised by Russian disinformation artists. That doesn't ring any bells with me. Comey claimed under oath. You don't recall this inquiry? I just read about September 2016. Graham followed up, referring to the CIA referral sent to Comey on September 7th. No, as I said, it doesn't sound familiar. Comey is now caught again lying right to their faces. He knew, Obama knew, Biden knew, Sally Yates knew, they all knew. They all knew exactly what they were doing. Brennan knew what he was doing, and it was so alarming to Brennan that he actually wrote down the notes, and then he briefed Obama on the situation, and Obama said, guess what? We're going to carry this through because there's no way in hell she is going to lose. And look at that. The notes I just showed you, these articles, none of this would have been out here. None of this stuff would have came out if Hillary had won. Not one bit. Not one bit. And a little tidbit here, and well, we'll get into the drops in just a moment. U.S. Attorney John Bash, if you guys don't remember him, he was the man that was working on the unmasking request done on General Flynn. This morning, this was yesterday, this morning I submitted my resignation to the President and the Attorney General effective Friday. Last month, I accepted a position in the private sector. It has been a great honor to serve the people of Texas as a U.S. Attorney. Now, this could mean two things. Either he is done with his investigation on the unmasking request. This is where this whole thing started a couple months ago. The unmasking, when Joe Biden said he had no idea what any of this was. He didn't unmask Flynn, which we found he unmasked Flynn multiple times. So this is the attorney that was working on it, and he's resigning. There's already been a replacement installed here, which we don't know exactly what that means, but this guy's resigning could very well mean that that investigation, that part of it is done, and we're just waiting for more stuff to come out. More and more stuff. And this couldn't have been more verified than it is by Sidney Powell tonight. And my boy Methods here got the clip. Listen to what Sidney Powell said. This came out right before the show. Take a watch.
Will you come back soon? We want to talk to you some more about what's going on with General Flynn's case. It seems to be in abeyance until after the election. It looks like that, right?
Oh, no, there'll be another little truth bomb coming shortly.
There will be another little truth bomb coming shortly. That was said tonight. And it's coming from Sidney Powell, so you know damn well shit's gonna hit the fan. Another truth bomb. We're still waiting to get more, apparently. Isn't that great, Patriots? Isn't that fantastic? It's really funny because before I got into all this, the oversaturation of the news, the mainstream media's opinions on Trump, it was just so top heavy. it literally forced me to rethink about everything that I was looking at, researching at, and it all started with the Russian investigation. And here I am talking to all of you. This is October 6th. Almost 3,000 people here tonight. Guys, we were so close. We're at 2940. I would love to get this up to 3,000 tonight. Look at the full circle of where I am talking. And we are now almost 4 years into this. And now we're getting the Declass, the real notes of what's to come. And I know everybody's screaming for indictments. I really believe we are going to get them. So what I want to do real quick, let me pull open the drops here. Let me see what we got as far as the drops, and we'll take a look here, guys. I was not planning on doing this tonight. This is all on the cuff here. And what I'm seeing here as far as some of the earlier drops, we keep seeing the quote, "Let's see what happens," and our favorite Anon keeps referencing this. And POTUS has also been saying this a lot at his rallies. We got him cold. We got him cold. Talking about the Spygate actors. Obama spied on my campaign. Trump was mentioning treason. And he looks at the audience and he says, "Let's see what happens." Really super crazy times. So let's look at some of the drops here real quick. I'm not going to put them on screen for obvious reasons. We have 4812. I'll put up the image though. That was underneath the drop in just a moment. It says he gave up everything. He knew his life and the lives of his family would forever change. He knows the consequences. A man who had everything. Why did he do it? And the image I'm going to show here, this is the image that came with the drop. Damn, that would have made a great thumbnail. A man that had everything, why would he put himself and his family through this, knowingly knew what was going to happen to him and his reputation, his business, everything? Why did he do it? You want to know why, Patriots? You want to know why? He loves this country. This man genuinely loves this country, and he said it when he was going to in 2016. For him, this was his way to give back because this country has given him so much. And you can see it in his actions, his promises, all of it. All of it. And it's just so great to see our favorite Anon just verify that again and just put that out there to remind us exactly what we're dealing with. Let's look here. The next one says, how close did we come to losing it? What if she got in? What if she got 3+ justices in Supreme Court? What if she got 300+ judges? What if rogue elements remain, more added within FBI, CIA, NSA, state, DNI, White House? What if our military remained financially starved? What if foreign backers continue to control America's policies? What if our borders remain open? What if China was given the keys? What if this is not about Republicans versus Democrats? It's not. It's much further than this, and we've been infiltrated for a very long time. Look at the Antifa riots all over this country that are still going on now. They're still going on. They're just not reported as much because the whole Trump catching the Rona took over a lot of the news cycle. We have been infiltrated. We've been infiltrated for a long, long time. It's no longer about Republican versus Democrat. This is now patriots versus enemies, domestic enemies. This is how far it's come. And imagine it, our favorite Anon saying, what if she got 3+ Supreme Court judges? What if she got those 300+ judges that Trump is filling up now? What would our country look like, our future? It wouldn't be anything that it is now. We would be lost. Our country would be gutted. We'd be lost. We'd be screwed. We'd be screwed. Let me look at the next one here. 4814 says, why are we being censored? Why are we being attacked daily? Why are we being condemned by Congress? 1984 thought crime. What happens when people are no longer allowed to think freely? What happens when people are no longer allowed to challenge their authority? What happens when people no longer fight back? We become China. That's my answer to that. And last one here, I'll pull up the image for you guys since there's an image for the very last drop I have here. It's a screenshot of a tweet. This is the screenshot here. I have fully authorized the total declassification of any and all documents pertaining to the single greatest political crime in American history, the Russia hoax. Likewise, the Hillary Clinton email scandal, no redactions. Trump is calling for all of it. All of it. And this is, again, if I didn't know anything about any of this, I would have voted the main reason why I voted for Trump when I did in 2016. He was an outsider to the political, to DC. That is the main reason why I voted for him. I wanted to see if this man could do it. And he did it. He beat Hillary. It shocked me. It shocked the entire world that he won. But the main thing about Trump that I love, and even Grinnell talks about this, and if Richard Grinnell ever runs, I would vote for him in a heartbeat. They talk about transparency. Transparency. Trump wants it all out. No redactions. Give it to the public. Let them read what the hell is going on here. Let them know the truth for who knows how long. Because we always feel like we never get the full truth about anything. And here we are. Here we are. And our favorite Anon writes, the only thing under that image again, Red October. Red October, and we know what that means. Operations are being carried out. It's go time. That submarine is underwater, doing whatever it's got to do to carry out its mission, silently moving to drop the bomb. Amazing, amazing times, Patriots. This is crazy. This is good stuff. So as far as I know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the only drops that are here still. And guys, I just got to say, even, you know what, I'll do this first. My sponsors, Flip City, they want to give you a personal thank you. They have been a sponsor of this channel now for months. The longest sponsor I've had on this channel. They want to say thank you. And guys, I want to say thank you to all of you. I would not be able to do this on a full-time basis without all of you out there. We're almost at 3,200 viewers, guys. Usually by like 30, 40 minutes in, the stream dips. It does the flying V, it goes back down. This has been going up the entire time, all the way through 9 o'clock. That's because of you guys. That's because of my mods. I love you guys. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much. All right. So just real quick, I want to just plug a few things here. You guys already know my channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment, tell your friends and family. We are the news now. Let them know. Get the word out there because YouTube certainly isn't. Go to my Patreon. If you guys want to get extra private exclusive content every week from me, go sign up at my Patreon. You can do $5, $15, $25, $1, $17. This is your way of becoming a personal sponsor of the show. You get exclusive content out of me every Monday, and I might be doing it on Friday nights as well. Go check it out. And of course, on your way out, check out my store. I have amazing merch made by 2 local shops here in New York. 2 patriots that are making this merchandise, my brother and Bruce, selling the apparel, the cups, defund the media, glassware, hats. We got it all. There's 7 pages of products here, guys. There's so much. You can buy something as a gift. Makes perfect gifts. We're even selling the V-neck still. It's October. Water bottles. It's great stuff. Great stuff. And just to plug my buddy here, I'm going to be on 2 shows tomorrow. This one here, my buddy Uncensored Abe is starting his new channel. I'm going to be on with him 5 o'clock Eastern. So please go to his channel. Go subscribe there. Like. Do whatever you got to do. He's an up-and-comer. He's actually been doing this longer than all of us out there. He's not an up-and-comer. He's just starting his own channel, and good for him. Good for him. So go check out Uncensored Abe. And you guys know where to find me tomorrow. I'm going to be on with Methods on Methods to Madness at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, talking about all these events and whatever the hell is going to drop tomorrow. So you guys are in for another packed full week of content. What can be better than that? What can be better? And you guys, I wasn't even planning on covering drops tonight. You guys I ended it early, 8:50. I was done with my content and the drops were there. See how things just work out? It's really, really awesome. So let me go back to the chat here real quick. And yeah, you guys are rocking it. You guys are rocking it. So much love in the chat. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know what? Let me go back here and change this up a little bit. I think actually, Todd, you messaged me. Hold on. Let me look. Let me look here. I think Project Veritas is dropping a video at 9 p.m. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Since we're already live, if you guys want to hang out with me just a little bit more, let's see what this video is. Hopefully it's not a 19-minute one. Let me see. Let me go see what we got here. Did they drop it yet? Nothing yet. Don't see anything from Project Veritas. But you know what, guys? I just gotta say, looking at the magnitude of this tweet here, let me get rid of that. I want something. Oh. Okay. There we go. I want you guys, this is insane. I have fully authorized the total declassification of any and all documents pertaining to the single greatest political crime in American history, the Russia hoax. Likewise, the Hillary Clinton email scandal, no redactions. All right, Todd's telling me to go to James O'Keefe page. Hold on. Let's see here. Okay. It looks like this is still a part of the Mark Kelly scam that was going on. I'll have to check that out later. Well, yeah, I'll check that out later. Okay. It is what it is. It's all good. It's all good. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you for everything. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. You guys were great. And yeah, we're at 2,500 people here. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Awesome. So, let me just hit the cue on that one real quick and we'll get back over to our music. So yeah, guys, that was the show today. We're going to see what else the rest of the week brings. I'm going to have my regular episodes out on Thursday and Saturday like I always do. We'll have to see what the rest of the week gives us. And I'm sure it's never, from here on out, I mean, we're going to the election, guys. I mean, this is everything. This is everything. So, we got lots of work to do. We got lots of work to do. All you guys out there have lots of work to do too. I don't care if you're a small account, does not matter. Does not matter. Tweet out your truth. Get it out there. They cannot stop all of us. And that's all that should matter. So, you guys know the drill. Stay safe, stay warm, and stay woke.